So welcome everyone. Happy solstice. We are right in the pocket right now. So this is a full moon summer solstice ceremony because this window, today and tomorrow, very, very cool. So let's call in sacred space and then we're going to get right to it. All right. Let's take a big deep breath in. And as we exhale, drop your grounding cords. I've done this a couple times already and it still feels good. Send your energy down into the earth. And then inhale, draw that earth energy up, up, up through your body. Send it up and out through the top of the head, connecting with the divine source above us. And then inhaling, drawing that cosmic energy down through your body, sending it all the way down into the earth, activating the as above, so below flow. Then connecting with that flow, breathing in and breathing out, activate the as within, so without. As the universe, so the soul. So moving to the north, we welcome Mother Earth. We give such great thanks to be here in our physical bodies, doing this work in this beautiful Garden of Eden playground. Moving to the south, we welcome water. We welcome clear, clean, current emotions. We welcome love and joy and flow and abundance into our hearts, our minds, our lives, and our circle. Moving to the west, we welcome air, the invisible, the unseen, magical realm. We welcome our divine allies, all our helpers, guides, and angels into our circle. And moving to the east, we welcome fire and passion and movement and magic. Moving to the center, we call in and down our divine feminine and our divine masculine in sacred right relationship. We call up Mama Gaia to pull and magnetize that energy through us. And we welcome our own sweet, extraordinary souls into the circle. We ask that all of these energies be with us, pray with us, and dance with us for our mutual benefit. All right, here we go. All right, everyone. Marlene, hello. It's so good to see you. Good to have you. All right, everyone, take a minute and drop into your hearts, drop into your body, close your eyes, and breathe a minute and see what you feel. Just notice. Notice how your energy feels. Try to let go of all whatever you're dealing with that causes you consternation. And just breathe into your body. And what is your body feeling, needing, noticing about the energies right now? Your body's your best gauge. So let her know you're paying attention. And then, y'all, this is so cool. I think it's cool. This is we're in this position like right now. I mean, we're building up. Like if I was doing a ceremony live, this would be prime time to be doing a fire because 351, the sun moves into Cancer. So in 51, well, it's probably less than 51 minutes now. The sun moves into Cancer at 3:51 Central Time. So in just a little while. So we're in the pocket. We're starting at the perfect moment. Now, here's the other cool thing. So these two are partners. Many of you know that Cancers and Capricorns, that makes a really good match in a partnership because they're north and south. If you look at the galactic wheel of all of the archetypal energies, Cancer, water is in the south, Capricorn, earth is in the north. So they complement each other. So right now, or at 3:51, the sun moves into Cancer, and this, we'll talk about solstice first. And it's bringing its own set of new beginnings. It's like a 3-month whammy new moon kind of energy. It's whatever you want to start, whatever you want to create. That's the energy of summer solstice. It's like plant the seeds, grow, everything. All the little seedlings are up and they got their leaves out and they're beginning, some of them are blooming, some of them are beginning to make fruit. So that's what solstice is about. It's party and celebration and being fruitful. And Capricorn is all about being practical. And full moon is about releasing anything that's in your way. So we're in this beautiful spot where we can set some intentions for what we want to create over the next 3 months. And then we can also, because, 8:08 p.m. tomorrow, so we have a little span of time, we can release. We're already in the full moon window. So we can release any of the obstacles standing in our way. This is rare and it's a beautiful, these two energies are exquisite to begin doing this kind of work in. So this is like a little present from the gods. This is awesome. So let's talk about this for a minute. First of all, like I said, summer solstice, and what we're going to do, I don't know where those marks came from. What we're going to do is we'll go over the solstice stuff first. I'll try to weave in what I know about releasing, and then we'll look at the Capricorn and the moon, the full moon, and what it's bringing. And then I'll give you some time to digest that and answer the questions, and then we'll look at the cards. So like I said, solstice is all about growth and renewal. And any work that we do right now, we're going to feel for the next 3 months. You know, it's the quarter cross. So it's like big new beginnings. And then within that, just the solstice energy, there is this beautiful Sun, Mercury, Venus triple conjunction with all 3 of the planets in Cancer. So look at what they do and what they do together. You know, the sun is just going to drive this, but Mercury supports learning, teaching, writing, communication. And since it's in Cancer, it's going to touch people's hearts. It's going to help you communicate in loving ways. I love that. And then Venus, you know, we know she supports relationship, creativity, and finances. Also in Cancer, she's going to help you grow your passion. And, you know, there is a caveat in that if you get really passionate, you can allow and just stay in the water side of things. You can allow yourself to make decisions from your emotions, which is never really smart. If you only use your emotions, because it can cause you to overspend, overgive, so you have to steer wisely. But Capricorn in the full moon is here to keep your head in the game, keep you making wise decisions. So yay. And then together, Mercury and Venus make a great team to support your creativity and your communication. There's also a T-square with the moon, Juno, and Saturn that's going to help those committed partnerships. Now, that doesn't just mean romantic. It can be friendships. It can be business focused. But this is a time it's one of those moments where if we take advantage of it, all the things, you know, we like to think of things that aren't necessarily positive on the planet that are happening as those people out there. But this is a window of opportunity where those of us that know can use this to cultivate love and goodwill, friendship, camaraderie with everyone. I mean, it's that kind of juicy time. So if you know this, then, you know, fall back on what you know and remember that it's not everyone out there. It's here. It's in here. It's us. We have to be the ones that lead the way. And this is a great, it's going to just give you the energy underneath you to help you do that. So it can also help you see those important relationships in your life with new eyes of objectivity and truth. And when those challenges arise, it's going to show you what to release and how to smooth out the difficulties. It's a good time for diplomacy. It's a good time for seeing through the other person's eyes. And then it doesn't mean you become a doormat. It doesn't mean you go back to the old behaviors of codependency and give until you don't have anything left. But it does mean everybody meets on the level playing ground and you can work things out together from a place of love and understanding. Now, Pluto is retro, but it's also in the mix. And with the right adjustments, it can help you enjoy the gifts that it brings, which is wealth and power. Those adjustments, though, and all of you are used to me saying this, are going to probably include a little dose of trauma healing to truly unlock them. So it doesn't have to be hard, bad, or feel awful. It can be pretty darn easy. And with all of these supportive energies around it, it's a really good time to clear whatever's in there and spend time with yourself to do that. And Neptune is also hanging out with the sun and moon, and inspired creativity is going to abound. Neptune is one of my favorite planets. And it is also, I think I put in here that it's in Cancer. It's not. It's in Pisces. So that's its home. That's the planet that resonates, or the constellation that resonates most with Neptune. So it's shining right now and is really going to be beneficial and helpful. Wow. Wow. Congratulations, Christine. That's so cool. So good energy for him to be born in. But this is shaping up to be a great time, like I said, to set intentions around starting something new and diving in creatively to do that. And then we'll have that Capricorn moon, full moon energy to give us balance and help us release anything standing in our way. So it's like the best of both worlds right now. So now that you know what's going on today, let's look at what's happening tomorrow with the full moon. Now, once again, we know we release things, the moon is going to start shrinking. So we're going to release things. And Capricorn is always good to help you in areas of maturity, responsibility, good time management, managing a business. It can help you plan the work and work the plan. So think this is just like, it's like exquisite, because you can set all these beautiful and be in that creative juice to set all these beautiful intentions. And then anything that's in your way, Capricorn is going to help you, and in your way of really making it happen, because Capricorn plans for the future. It's the patriarch, matriarch, the one that it incarnates physically to organize. That's what they do. They're the best managers in the world. So Capricorn energy can help you make it happen. And I'm so excited I can't spit. So there's also a T-square of the moon, sun, and Venus and Neptune. And that's the most influential pattern, because in Capricorn, it can actually get you the results you want. And this all is enhanced creativity with Venus and Neptune. So yeah, this is like one of the things, those of us that do intentions and try to plan and manifest, this is a beautiful window. But it can also help with relationships, since Capricorn is assisted by Venus and Neptune. Now, that's where I said both in Cancer. Venus is in Cancer, Neptune is in Pisces. So it's just a double dose. It's even better. They can help you blend and serve people more effectively. So anything you want to create and any relationship you want to develop or repair, excellent time to do this. And then here's the bonus, and this is me. This is what I love about Neptune. Venus and Neptune will also help you see the world and the folks in it as the beautiful spiritual experience it truly is. So prepare to see divinity everywhere, in all the people you meet. And, walking outside and looking at nature will bring tears to your eyes for the next few weeks and months. So enjoy that and build on it as much as you can. This is a time to really, for me, this develops my gratitude. Because when Neptune turns on and you can see the spiritual reason behind everything, that just makes my heart sing. And it just makes this world seem like the magical place that it is. We get so caught up in the mundane and the physical that, it's hard sometimes, especially when the whole world is going through transition, like big transition. This is one of those very blessed moments where we get to all remember together why we're here. And so allow that to happen. Here's the downsides. Watch, because there's a lot of water here, right? So that means emotion. That equates to our second chakra. So emotion could show up, not just the good stuff. You want to try to focus yourself there. But if you're going to do trauma clearing, which many of us may need to, that will show up too. And so when it happens, rather than trying to run away, numb out, or indulge excessively, see if you can shift yourself. See if you can recognize it for what it is. Pull out your Ho'oponopono, pull out your EFT, or whatever your favorite trauma clearing technique is, and use it. And you'll feel better, and then you can shift yourself back. And then another thing that will help is to be careful not to be negatively there's a lot of us that are doing this, and hopefully you hang out in the physical with other people that do this kind of work. But there's a lot that aren't. And, case in point, if I say any of this stuff to my family, they go, yeah, mom. But then they scuffle with each other. So I have to build boundaries, just like I'm telling you to not get caught up in the scuffle, not be influenced by others who are caught up in because Neptune is water. So yes, there's beauty and love abounds, but there's also that downside where depression can show up or big emotions. And if people get stuck in that, you're the light they will glom on and need your help. Help them from as much of a distance as you can. And then move away so that they don't influence you to drop in with them. I love that, Cynthia. Oh, you all, look in the chat. She said she heard a great thing today. Don't lay track for others to keep traveling towards you with repetitive patterns. Yes, boundaries, boundaries, boundaries. The best boundary I have is work. Sorry, gotta work. And so find one that's a good one and use it if you need to. Oh, thanks, Cynthia. Yes, you should. And you'll feel compelled to do this now. Just tell them you're sorry they're having a tough time. Yeah. Yeah. I wish I could, I'm here for you. I'm praying for you. But it's like because the energies are such that we can literally, we're going to be able to feel the feels. We're going to be able to feel everyone's feelings a lot. So you just want to be careful that you don't commingle too much. Steer clear of substance abuse, addiction, aimless drifting. I would even include aimless scrolling, screens in general, victim behaviors, victim perpetrator relationships, all of that. It's like, let yourself enjoy this moment. This is the kind of moment where we can create miracles. So let yourself have that. If you find yourself in these situations, Capricorn can help you move into more appropriate choices, but choose the high road or call a friend, that a like-minded friend that can help pull you out. No sugar, Val. Stop that. I love you, honey. But that's, you may want to do that for sure. So here's the other thing. This is cool. All of these portals that are opening right now, especially in this beautiful window, are aligning and radiating ascension codes, downloads, and I've heard this from many of you. You know, the synchronicities abound, and it's happening now, and we can take advantage of it. So inspiration, guidance, all of it is available, and they can be used to empower us, engage true imagination, and truly see the truly spiritual aspects of all of our creations, money included. They can bring enthusiasm, love, inspiration, insights. It's all here for us right now. I knew that. I just had to give you a hard time, Val. And once again, they can also bring triggers. So you might notice, and I have noticed this as well, you may need to sleep more because the energy is so big. You know, exuberance can make us just as tired as negative energies. So you may be more sensitive, more emotional, or more tired. You may need to, you may feel a need for quiet and nature. You know, I had to give myself a whole day last week to just be in my house with no input. I mean, no classes, no students, no people. You know, I call it a no people day. And just let myself get put back together. And my home and nature does that for me. So I was able to do that. And you may need to take some of those times. You may also be triggered as the shadow is being illuminated and transmuted and integrated. So I was teaching about this in Source Light earlier today, where, you know, that galactic light that I was talking about in January, it's not going to get any skinnier. It's getting bigger. So there's more of it. And we'll acclimate to some of it, but our goal is to clear ourselves enough that that galactic light shines in and illuminates all the good gifts that we have. So we need to really, how do I put this? When those emotions arise, give ourselves the time, the energy, the space to address them in an appropriate way and not just stuff them and put them back. I'll deal with you later. That's usually, it's my MO because I keep myself pretty busy. But you're also going to want to rest, drink plenty of water, meditate, all the things, ground as we welcome the transformation energies, journal and channel through writing, walk barefoot on the earth. You know, we do this in Source Light School. We actively participate in our own spiritual evolution. If that is not for you, find ways to do that. Make choices that support new ways of being for a new earth rather than choosing to repeat karmic patterns of the past. And quite frankly, folks, most of us that are on this call probably have more of that in our subconscious. We have mountains of it, things that we need to clear, more of it than those folks we like to hate. And the reason for that is because usually those folks we like to hate don't see a lot wrong with some of the choices that they're making. So there's no guilt, there's no shame. They don't feel bad about it, so they don't have to stuff things anywhere. We, on the other hand, like to look good. We like to behave well. And we like to let everybody think that we behave well and that we got our stuff together. And when we don't, and we keep sitting on it, it just builds in our unconscious. So we have to be proactive about going after those things and clearing them out and not just playing the blame game. Awesome. Okay. So let's ponder, get your journals out. What are your creative juices pulling you toward right now? What do you need to release or heal in order to move these new creations forward? Where do you need to be more responsible and wise with your time, money, and planning for the future? How are your relationships? And how are you communicating well? And is there anything else you need to release to improve these areas? So I'm going to give you a few minutes to journal with those questions. And then we're going to let the elements speak to us through the cards. I would love to give you music, but then I can't put this on YouTube. So I won't. Okay. So you can keep writing and keep answering some of those if you need to. I'm going to move us into the card pull, and this will probably assist you. So in the Earth door, I pulled groundedness. In our fast-paced world, it is easy to get disconnected from the Earth, and she's our magnetic food. We need her. So we need to be connected to her. Because of the magnetic nature of our environment and our bodies, this can be detrimental to all areas of our life, from health to wealth to relationships. The electrical charge that we get from literal contact with the ground itself is scientifically proven to lower stress, decrease inflammation, and improve overall health, not to mention the boost that we receive mentally and emotionally. So as you're looking at your intentions today, where do you need to be more grounded? Where do you need to, maybe you need to carve out some time to do that every day. Or it's just, if it's summertime where you live, set up a tent in your backyard. That's the easiest, fastest way. Oops. So you may want to jot down something, see if Earth has anything to tell you about being grounded. All right. And the water door, I pulled abundance, defined as a state or condition of having a copious quantity of something. Plentifulness, abundance, truly describes the natural state of this planet. Everything here has the potential to show up abundantly. And, both the good and the bad. The natural progression of life on this planet is to beget more life, to grow into more and more abundance. So those fractal patterns keep repeating. If there are places in your life where you don't feel abundant, it's probably time to prime the pump. Spend some time aligning with the energy and vibration of abundance, synchronizing with the frequency of abundance. Where do you need to remember that abundance is your natural state? Where do you need to open to receive? The miracle key for stimulating abundance is gratitude. So where do you need to be grateful today for what may be coming tomorrow? So there's more of that Neptune energy. He's going to assist you with that. So see if water has anything to tell you. And then air is vibrational tools. The air realm is the vibration realm. So just like we were talking about synchronizing our vibration with certain attributes. As such, most of the tools we use in this realm are vibrational, but they don't always have to be relegated to the unseen. There are tangible physical tools we can use to raise our vibration and enhance our creative abilities. Simple tools that elevate our vibration and our spirit are things like music, sound vibration, or chanting. Any kind of sound vibration literally changes the patterns in your cells. So utilizing that tool, vibrational tool, essential oils, flower essences, smudging or burning incense or sacred herbs, affirmations, and there's chanting. So all of those things, and let yourself, explore. Those are kind of the main ones that my go-tos, but there's probably more out there that can serve you if you feel yourself sliding down into the deep water. Bring yourself back up by shifting your frequency. And you don't necessarily just have to do that, by praying and meditating. You can use outside physical stimulation to help you get there. Cleaning out, clearing clutter. Another thing that we want to do in the spring anyway. Cool, Heather. I'm really glad. And I hope that is true for all of you that are in Source Light School. That meditation is designed to connect you with your soul, which is always going to raise your vibration. Always, always, always. Anything you can do to elevate your mood and shift your vibration can go a long way to support your creative endeavors. Where do you need to employ some of those vibrational tools? Thank you, Carolyn. Breath work. That's another one. For those of you that are trained in breath work, you probably already went there. It's perfect for the air door. If you're not trained, there's lots of real easy ways to have that happen. And then fire, in the fire door, I pulled courage. Any creative endeavor, which we'll probably be engaging in this very productive 3 months, takes courage to initiate and complete. It takes courage to look clearly at ourselves and see the places we need to make adjustments without judgment. It takes courage to continue to follow through on tasks and complete them to bring the creation to completion. It takes courage to face setback with the confidence that this is just another opportunity for growth. So where do you need courage to move forward? And then I went ahead and pulled the prosperity card because this is a quarter cross day and it's all about abundance. So track your income is the one I pulled. This is a Capricorn thing to do. I'm sure that was the influence here. This is the #1 money tool that all money teachers use because it works. Truly. And it's so simple. You just get a notebook, you date the first page with the month and the year, and you number down the page 1 through 30. Every day, no matter what, either first thing in the morning or at night before you go to bed, figure out how much money you brought in that day. And it can be finding a penny on the street. You know, there's different schools of thought. You can include all the income in your household, or you can just include yourself, depending on what your situation is. You can, or something else I was going to add to that. Some people, oh, here it is. Even if you only get paid on Fridays, check in every day and just to write a 0. When I first began this, and this has been years ago, I've been doing this for years. But when I first began, even though I didn't just get paid on Fridays, I was an entrepreneur. There were a lot of 0s, you know, on my days. Now there's hardly ever a month where there's 1. And all that happened because, I mean, I did a lot of other work, but being able to bring in money it just happens because wherever you put your attention, you grow it. So even if you're writing 0s, don't feel guilty about that. Just write them and see what happens. Keep at it. And then at the end of the month, write in your total for the month and do it again the next month and begin to watch the bottom number grow. It'll happen every time. This is one of those tried and true tools. And this is a great time to let yourself be blessed by the universe by doing something like that. And then spirit, I pulled the divine feminine. The archetypal energy of the divine feminine shows herself in a myriad of ways. She has many names and many aspects, known all over the planet as Isis, Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, Kuan Yin, Diana, the sacred she, simply the goddess, Sophia. She brings divine guidance and assistance whenever you need it most. She can be kind, gentle, and loving, or fierce and passionate. Her energy speaks to a state of beingness and magnetism. And, you know, we have Venus in the mix this month, so she's very present. She's the perfect complement for the divine masculine energy. So connect with the aspect of you that calls you. Where do you need assistance? As the divine mother, she is always available. She always provides, and she is as close as your breath. Just call out and ask, and she shows up every time. Okay. And in keeping with that, I am doing a new thing. So I teach this every once in a while, probably about once a year. But you'll notice that this says Financial Sovereignty 3, Connecting Money and Soul. This is a total revamp, going through the doorway of Source Light School and through the soul. And so a new way of looking and being with money is coming. And this class is all new, and you're going to learn to allow your soul to lead instead of your mind and your fear. So I'm doing a new thing. The reason this showed up was because I agreed to teach this in person I didn't spell that right. I thought it looked funny, in Baldwin, Kansas. So if you're close and you're in the Kansas City area and you want to attend a live and in-person class, it's going to be on Sundays starting July 14th for 9 weeks. If you are online and want to do the online class, that is going to begin July 10th. And you can, and it's a very inexpensive price. It's less than I've ever offered it before. So you can jump in at celestialforest.com and just where I think there's a link that says business and money, and that's the drop down, and you can find it there. I will be sending lots of emails. Sorry, but I will to fill it. So you'll find out more in your emails coming up. And you could actually click on this link. I don't know if it'll work for you to click on that link, but it's a live link on mine. Okay, y'all, you did it. We did ceremony. Take a minute. I usually have a slide in here for this. I don't know where that slide went, but let's take a minute before we dance. And I want to give you a minute to set an intention. I mean, we asked the questions, but maybe you haven't set a formal intention for this time. So you can set an intention for the solstice. You can set an intention for the full moon to release anything blocking you from the intention you set for the solstice. But I'm going to give you a few minutes to do that. Beautiful. All right, we're going to get up and move and activate those intentions. And remember, you have this beautiful window to fill them out and add to them if you need to. Tonight, tomorrow night, and even through the whole weekend is going to be a really good time to be in that space of sacredness and celebrate, do fires, light candles, do all the things to really empower yourself. So let's get up and move a little bit and activate everything that we've laid down. All right, everyone. So good to see all of you again. Have a blessed holiday and a happy solstice. And I will see all of you next time at the next full moon, if not before. I'm sure I'll see a lot of you before. Let me see if I'm going to stop the share, get all of you. And that way I can